Hi everyone, it's Aunt Fernita. Today's story is called Finally Forgiven. The memory verse is from Luke chapter 6, verse 37. It says, "Forgive, and you will be forgiven." Today's message is God helps me to forgive others. Has anyone you love ever done something that has caused you pain or hurt your feelings? Sari stole from her best friend Misha and then lied about it. She thought no one would ever know, but Sari was caught, and Misha and her family felt very hurt and betrayed. Years later, Sari asked for forgiveness, and Misha forgave her. They became good friends again. Today's story is very similar. Many people were cruel to Joseph. His brothers had sold him into slavery. Potiphar had sent him to prison. But God blessed him. In fact, Pharaoh put him in charge of the whole land of Egypt. Just as Joseph had predicted, according to what God had told him, Egypt had plenty of food for 7 years. Each year, Joseph carefully stored the extra grain. He knew that a terrible famine was coming. When the dry years came, Joseph had plenty of grain to sell to the starving people. One day, 10 men arrived from a foreign land to buy food. They bowed before Joseph, and as they stood up, he recognized his 10 older brothers. He had not seen them since they had sold him into slavery many years before. Joseph wanted to be sure they were different now, so he decided to test them. "You are spies," he said. "You have come to see how strong we are." "Oh, no, sir, we are not," his brothers replied. "We have come to buy food for our families. We are all the sons of one man. There were 12 of us. One is still at home, and one is dead." But Joseph was not dead. "Bring back your other brother to me, or I will know you are spies," Joseph commanded. "Your brother, Simeon, will stay here in prison while you are gone." The worried brothers began their journey home. On the way back, one of them opened his sack and found money. "What is this?" he called to the others. "The money that I paid for this grain? It is in my sack. What will the governor do now?" When the brothers reached home, they told their father what had happened. "We must take Benjamin back with us," they pleaded. "It is the only way to prove that we are not spies, and we need to get Simeon back from Egypt." "No, never," their father responded. "Joseph is lost to me. I cannot lose another son." A few months later, the brothers went to their father again. "Our children will starve," they pleaded. "We have no more food. We must go back to Egypt." Their father didn't want to let Benjamin go, but he knew they needed food, and they needed it soon. He finally agreed, and the brothers went back to Egypt. When Joseph saw his younger brother Benjamin, he rushed to his private room to cry. But Joseph had one more test for his brothers. Were they still jealous? Would they be eager to get rid of Benjamin? "Fill their sacks," he told his steward, "and put my silver cup in Benjamin's sack." Soon the brothers were ready to go home. Joseph's steward did as Joseph said, and the brothers started on their way. A few miles from the palace, Joseph's steward stopped the caravan. He searched the men's sack and found Joseph's cup. "Benjamin must return with me to the governor," he declared. The brothers were worried. How could this be happening? What will the governor do? We can't leave Benjamin here. What will we tell our father? Your brother Benjamin must stay here, Joseph declared. He will become my slave. Joseph's brother Judah begged that Benjamin be released. I cannot go back to my father without Benjamin, he said. Please, let me stay in his place. Joseph could hide no more. He broke into tears and told his brothers who he really was. He told them about Potiphar's house and the years in prison. He described Pharaoh's dreams and how he had come to be the second most powerful man in Egypt. It was not you who sent me here, he said, forgiving his brothers. It was God. God was with Joseph. God truly wants to be with us too. All you have to do is ask him.
This podcast is read by Franita Buddy for Gracelink.net. Created and produced by Falvo Fowler. Post-produced by Faith Toe at Studio El Piso. The theme music is by Clayton Kinney. Animation and artwork by Giogo Godoy. The audio engineer was Karel Holness. For more information, please visit Gracelink.net.